Hello students, welcome to Sant Tukaram National School's YouTube channel. And my dear students, we are learning about one of the important natural disaster, that is the earthquake. No doubt we will be learning about the tsunami as well, but as far as this part of the video is concerned, we will be talking only about the earthquake. So first three parts of this video series you might have seen. If you have seen it, you have understood what is an earthquake. In second part of the video, I have explained how do these earthquakes happen, and certain terms like the epicenter, hypocenter, seismic waves, all those things also have been explained to you. And in the last part of the video, we have learned about the two important devices. One is the seismograph, which is used to record the details of the earthquake, and second one was the Richter scale, the scale which is invented by the Charles Richter in the year 1935, which is used to measure the intensity or the magnitude of the earthquake. And with the help of the Richter scale, we come to know about the intensity of the earthquake. So these things already have been explained to you. If you see the video, definitely you will understand the earthquake in a better manner. Okay, so what is an earthquake? Let us have a small recap. An earthquake is a sudden movement or the disturbance in the earth's surface. It is caused by the movements or the vibrations within the earth itself. Right? Now the question is, two things we will discuss in this part of the video. First is the effects of the earthquake, and second one is the precautions during the earthquake. We cannot stop the earthquake. Earthquake is the natural disaster, and nature is not in our control. We cannot control the nature. As we cannot control the nature, at least if we cannot control it, if we cannot control the earthquake, at least we can minimize the damage, or we can minimize the loss of the lives if we'll take certain precautions. So what kind of the precautions we should take during an earthquake or before the earthquake, that also we will discuss in this part of the video. So let us begin with the effects of the earthquake. So as I said in the last part of the video, if the earthquake, if its intensity, which is measured in the magnitude, so earthquakes of 1 or 2 magnitude will not be felt. 3 to 4 magnitude may be felt, but they may not cause the loss of the lives or the damage of the property. So the light earthquakes, small earthquakes, moderate earthquakes are not so harmful, but the earthquakes whose magnitude on Richter scale is 5 and beyond that, 6, 7, 8, 9, these earthquakes can be very, very effective in terms of the damage they cause and loss of lives they may cause. In terms of that, these earthquakes can be very harmful. So moderate earthquakes can break the windows, rattling of utensils, and cracking of the doors. These are the effects of the earthquake. Because of the earthquakes, windows may crack down, utensils may rattle, or the doors may crack down. Old building structures which have been developed or constructed 50 years before, 70 years before, 100 years before, these buildings can crack down, or even they may fall down also. Okay, so these are the effects of the earthquake. Whereas an earthquake with higher magnitude, that means of 6 magnitude, 7 magnitude, or more than that, can cause the major destruction. Like what? Like collapsing of buildings. If the people are trapped inside these buildings, no doubt most of them, they may lose their lives. Okay, so major earthquakes or the earthquakes of higher magnitude can be very harmful, as because of these earthquakes the buildings may collapse. Even the newly constructed buildings, if proper care or proper norms while constructing it, if we have not followed, then definitely these buildings may collapse and people under those building or inside those buildings may be trapped in those buildings and they may lose their lives. So collapsing of buildings is the one thing. Cracks on the ground and loss of the life, these are the various effects of the earthquake. If we talk it in the if we talk about the effects of the earthquake. Now understood the effects of the earthquake. Now precautions during an earthquake or before the earthquake. So an earthquake cannot be predicted, as I said, but we can minimize its after effects by following certain practices like better construction of the buildings. Whatever the norms are there of construction of the buildings should be followed strictly while constructing it. Okay, so better construction of the building, number one thing. Second thing, proper and enhanced safety system and evacuation plan of building. So if suddenly, we cannot predict it, if suddenly if the earthquakes happen, so there should be the proper evacuation plan so the people can be able to vacate that building as early as possible and they can go on the ground where they can stay safe. So proper evacuation plan and the proper safety measures, safety norms should be followed or enhanced during the planning of the building. The next thing is that at the various different places like in the schools, colleges, or different places are there where the group of people they are working there we should perform the safety drills. Okay, safety drills means what a person should do or can do if suddenly the earthquake happen. That kind of the training and its practice should be conducted in forms of the safety drills. So these all precautions one should take or we should take while during the earthquake or before the earthquakes happen. Okay, so here in this part of the video we'll stop. Some more information about the tsunamis we will have it in the next part of the video. Thank you so much.